rules are the rules that you should follow. You probably know this one.
Do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
However, when it comes to customer retention, the golden rules are simply different. Everyone loves a good story, especially one that makes a point like this one does. Let's say that you're in a restaurant and you are served the wrong entree, or the food that you've ordered is stone cold or uncooked, or your server drops the plate on the way to your table. Clearly, your expectations for a great meal haven't been met. Besides bringing you a new meal, what else should the restaurant do? Nothing else? The server and manager each apologize profusely. They offer you an appetizer or a salad or something that can be brought out immediately while you wait and others at your table eat their entrees? Not charge you for your entree? Perhaps give you a gift card that can be redeemed on a future visit? When a customer's expectations are not met, an opportunity is presented to turn a previously satisfied customer into a fan or a critic. The golden rules. Here they are. Always aim to meet or exceed customer expectations. When you miss, leave your customer in better shape. If your business was a restaurant following the golden rules of customer retention, you would offer, at minimum, items B, C, and D. If you would prefer to gain fans instead of critics when you don't meet expectations, remember these golden rules and empower your employees to use them. That way, your situations when you miss can turn your customers into fans instead of critics. As a compensation plan expert, I've written extensively about the 12 key behaviors all compensation plans should motivate and reward. The 12th behavior is staying active and engaged in the business. This is retention. At the 2 compensation plan schools I conducted in South Africa for direct selling companies, one of the attendees asked me how a compensation plan should specifically reward retention. After answering the question, I realized that you too may be interested in the answer. Retention is staying active as long as possible. Activity is usually measured by the generation of personal sales volume. Attrition is the opposite of retention. Attrition is a word that describes what happens when an independent representative stops generating personal sales volume. In other words, the person quits. Retention is usually measured by direct selling companies in one or both of the following ways: the count of independent representatives with personal sales volume over a 3-month or 6-month period of time, or the percentages of independent representatives who have personal sales volume in their 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, etc. months with your company. Independent representatives can grow the sales volume of their downlines by increasing the number of independent representatives with personal sales volume each month, increasing the average monthly amount of personal sales volume per downline consultant, reducing attrition, or recruiting new representatives. The best way to grow sales volume is to do all of the above. The answer is clear. It's no. If your compensation plan specifically rewards retention, you will experience undesired effects. In their quest to meet or beat retention requirements, some of your representatives may choose to not recruit people they believe won't stick with the business. You don't want to give your representatives any reasons not to recruit, because they can't tell who will be successful in the business and who won't. No one can. If your compensation plan has volume and structure requirements, retention is rewarded in an indirect way. So you can see, while retention is important, it should not be rewarded in a direct way. It should be rewarded in an indirect way with a compensation plan that motivates and rewards all of the 12 behaviors. If you need help with your compensation plan, contact me at Sylvina Consulting. It would be my pleasure to speak with you. Thank you. Did you know that the average direct selling company experiences an annual retention rate of only 20% for new representatives? It's shocking, but who wants to be average? Wouldn't you rather your company be better than average? You bet you would. Before telling you what you can do to raise your rate of retention, let's first discuss why people leave in the first place. It would be wise for you to know all of the reasons, so I encourage you to listen to all 25 of them. Here are the reasons given by departing representatives as to why they leave. 1. I thought it was going to be easier to make money, and it wasn't. 2. I wasn't making enough money from my parties or sales. It turned out not to be worth the effort. 3. The products were costing me more than I was making each month. 4. Lack of communication from the company. 5. People didn't order due to the high shipping charges. 6. I changed my mind when my friends talked me out of it. 7. I found the products to be too expensive, or my customers found the products to be too expensive. 8. The products were of low quality. 9. I couldn't recruit anyone. I was afraid to ask others to join me. 10. My sponsor would not return my calls or could not answer any of my questions. 11. There were no training materials, or the training materials were confusing, or the training was incomplete. 12. I was waiting for someone to help me, and there wasn't anybody. 13. It was too hard to get bookings. My last 2 bookings canceled because of the economy. 14. My sponsor promised me success, and I didn't experience it. My sponsor didn't put anyone under me. 15. The company didn't direct recruits to you until you had 2 of your own, which was difficult. I didn't have 2. 16. My products didn't arrive when expected. 17. I didn't have time. I didn't have the energy. 18. I can't get anyone to go to meetings with me. 19. I didn't like the products. 20. I'm just not lucky. 21. I didn't realize it was going to take so long to start making money. 22. My spouse doesn't support me. She or he thinks this business isn't worth my time. 23. My friends say it's a pyramid scheme. 24. Network marketing or direct selling doesn't work. And 25. I was putting in more than I was getting out of it. Wow, that's quite a list. Are you feeling overwhelmed? If I may, let me help you by categorizing the reasons. Each of the 25 reasons listed above falls into one of the following 5 categories. 1. Product quality or pricing challenges. 2. Insufficient support, communication, and education from the company, sponsor, and uplines. 3. Insufficient training and tools. 4. Compensation plan deficiencies. 5. Unmet expectations. Are you feeling a little bit better now? If you are thinking you can work with the list of 5 categories, you're right, you can. You can address each of the big issues in your business. There is work to be done, but it will be worth it. The best direct selling companies have a retention rate of 60%, which is 3 times the average rate. For help to get there or to get close, call us at Sylvina Consulting. We can help diagnose your specific issues and help you to solve them. The rate of attrition of independent representatives of direct selling companies is high for many reasons. In this video, I will explain several of them. Direct selling is a sales job, but the average person joining a direct selling company may not view herself as a salesperson. While people are led to believe that it is easy and that great products are all that is needed for customers to flock to them, success isn't guaranteed for everyone. Sales isn't always easy. Fear of failure is another reason. Some people join direct selling companies with high hopes, but never achieve success because they're afraid to try. Life gets in the way. Kids have daily activities. Many representatives work a full-time job or have other commitments that compete for their time. Many companies don't provide enough training or support for their representatives. When a rep calls with an issue that is important to her, the company doesn't respond rapidly or sometimes at all. Money may not be a big issue. Money is not always a big motivator. The rep may need only a little extra spending money each month. If your income opportunity is perceived as difficult, the pursuit of it may not be worth the effort. Unmet expectations are another cause of attrition. Some companies promise incredible but unrealistic earnings that can be made immediately, but fail to help the representative to get there or to get there soon enough, if the income potential is real at all. Many join for social reasons. Some people have high social needs, and if they are able to meet regularly with others, direct selling can fulfill those needs very well. However, if after they join they are not able to obtain the social input that they desire, they will spend their time elsewhere. Here again, money may not be the primary motivator for them. When people feel disconnected during an activity, they tend to drop it. Independent representatives who don't feel they are part of a community will check out from it. Compensation plan problems also contribute to attrition. It is common for direct selling companies to have deficiencies in their compensation plans. When this happens, there are many representatives who will feel it is not a benefit for them to work anymore, so they will quit. A lack of discipline is another significant cause of attrition. Becoming a representative, starting your own business, should mean that you still act as if you are working for someone else by setting hours that you must work, making cold calls, following up on other calls, tracking inventory, etc. Without a boss, many people lose their willpower to stay focused on the tasks at hand. They have not been taught that the calendar is their new boss. In spite of all the things that contribute to attrition, direct selling companies thrive because of the determination and success of those who stick with it.